Hi guys, I'm Kristen from Ellerbers Bridal, and today we're going to show you how to do a corset back. We're going to lace up a corset back for you so that you can see that, and that way in the future, if you have any questions about how to do this, you can just refer to this video. And we have Charlotte here who is getting married soon, and we just wanted to show you on her dress how to do this lace up back. So if you'd follow me. So we have our panel. This is our modesty panel here that sits inside the corset back. This just covers up the back. We want to make sure that no skin is showing through there. We do actually clip it to one side. We usually do just snap it on one side and we leave the other side free. That is because some people tighten corsets a little bit more than I do, or I tighten them a little bit more than they do. Also because during the day our bride might not have eaten, she might need her corset back tightened a little bit more, or she might have a food baby because she's been eating, which never happens, Charlotte, sorry. And she might need it tightened just a little, or loosened just a little bit. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead. We do have this started already, and you do want your laces to actually go from the inside out. This is very similar to tying a shoe. So you do want the laces to go from the inside to the outside of the loops. And some people are a little bit more particular and they want to make sure that one side is going over top every time. You can do that, and you do want to do one lace at a time in that case. What I do for swiftness purposes is every other loop. So what we're going to do is take that one loop and we're going to go all the way down to from the inside to the outside. Just pull right through that loop. And we're going to skip every other loop because we're going to go down with the other lace afterwards. So we get all the way down to the point where we are running out of laces. And then we do the same thing with the other side. And we get all the way down again to the point where we're running out of laces. You do want to try to keep the laces as flat as possible. You don't want them twisted in the end.
Well, yeah. I mean, now it matters what my hands look like.
Okay, so now we have the laces down to the bottom as far as we really comfortably want to go. And this is obviously still a little bit loose. So what we want to do is we want to tighten that gradually, just very gently. We want to tighten that a little bit more.
I don't think I've met Carolyn.
And get all the way to the bottom so that we have some extra laces to be able to lace those last two loops. Okay, now is where things get a little bit more fun, and we want to tighten this as much as we can, okay? We want our bride to feel comfortable and not feel like she is falling out in the front. We do want this to be between 4 and 6 inches apart at the top. We want it nice and snug, but we don't want it all the way together. If it's all the way together, that means the dress is a little bit too big. And typically what I do is I get it nice and snug at the top, and then I start pulling from the center. I always push against her back while I am pulling from the center, and that way I don't pull her over backwards into me. However, if she's being a bridezilla, go ahead and do it.
Never seen her before.
Just kidding! So then I pull from the center all the way down, and you can be pretty forceful with this. You definitely have some space to pull pretty hard, okay? And you do want it to come into a nice V at the bottom. So you have a nice 4 to 6 inch space at the top and coming down into a nice V. And you do want that at the bottom to you just want to knot that or tie it together. I don't prefer the laces hanging out, so I always tie them together into a knot so that they're not between her knees, and then I tuck that right into the zipper. And at that point you should be okay to go ahead and clip the top of the zipper. And I'm going to have Charlotte just push backwards for me while I'm doing that so that it makes it easier for me to zip. So I do have that hook and eye right there, and then I go ahead and zip. And there you go. We have a nice clean corset back. Good luck, guys.